Alive and Well is brought to you by Pine Rest Christian Mental Health Services.
This segment is sponsored by Pine Rest. In 2014, Pine Rest started a new psychiatry residency and fellowship program to attract psychiatrists at the beginning of their careers to West Michigan to help address the area's psychiatry shortage. Joining me today is Dr. Bill Sanders. He is Vice President and Chief Medical Officer at Pine Rest with an update on this important program. Welcome. It's good to have you here.
Thanks. It's great to be here. Yeah, it's fun.
Tell me about this partnership with MSU and the fellowship program.
We feel so fortunate to be partnered with Michigan State University in developing a training program that brings psychiatrists to West Michigan. They train here, and the vast majority have decided to stay here. And it's really, back then, we were really trying to solve the access need in the community. And there was just so much need. And when we did a review to say, okay, you know, could we start a residency program? Is there a need here? And we just found out there was enormous need. And the fortunate thing about that, the need has grown significantly during the pandemic. So we are really thankful that we were able to start that program back in 2014 to start to meet those needs as those needs continue to grow today.
Yeah, we certainly have reported throughout the pandemic the tremendous increase in need. How wonderful you were ahead of the curve, right?
Yeah.
Not trying to figure it out during a time of crisis.
Absolutely. We very fortunate, very lucky, and to kind of have that vision and thought about what we could bring to the community, and it's working. So that's the exciting part of it.
Yeah, tell me about that, because I know that you've had a wonderful success rate.
Yeah, when we started the residency program, we thought, oh, maybe we can train about maybe 6 to 8 residents a year. But we soon learned that we could train even more psychiatrists. So these are medical students that go on to do training in a specific area. So the medical students, they come to us, they spend 4 years training in psychiatry. Some go on to do fellowships learning subspecialties. But we certainly learned that we could train 8, 10, and now we're up to 12 residents a year. And that's really impacting the need in the community to be able to train that many psychiatrists, and to do it in just a fantastic way. We've realized the quality of the residents that we're training as we retain them and they work in the community. We've just seen that they really are fantastic psychiatrists.
Not only are you getting them through the program, they're staying in Michigan, right? Yeah. I mean, that's the key.
Yeah. Well, we know Grand Rapids is a great place to be, and so it's a great place to live. It's a great community. We, to date, have graduated. We started, our first graduation was 2018, and we've retained, out of the 49 residents that have graduated, 49 residents and fellows, 20 have stayed at Pine Rest to continue work. We see that as a good sign that they had a good experience and they wanted to stay and they enjoyed West Michigan. About 60% overall have stayed in Michigan as well. So we have a good retention, not only at Pine Rest in Grand Rapids, but also in the state of Michigan. So we really are serving that need that we set out to accomplish in the beginning.
That's wonderful. You've expanded the program.
Yes. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, we started with 6, then we went to 8 and then 10, but we also added on a rural training program as well, because we know the need out in the community, especially in rural areas. There's a significant need, and so we have a program in Traverse City where 2 residents a year go up to Traverse City to do training, and so now we have 12 residents, and we're hoping to impact those rural areas where we know that need is really significant, especially in northern Lower Peninsula and the Upper Peninsula.
So now, some of your residents have won some special honors, right? They've been recognized.
Yes. Our residents, we are really excited that last year, one of our residents went to the American Psychiatric Association and won a prestigious award on a case presentation. They won first place out of thousands of entries across the country, and that includes like Harvard and Mayo and all of those great programs. You know, right here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Pine Rest MSU, they won that award. And also they recently participated in a program called Mind Games. It's a trivia type program, and we had 3 of our residents participate in that, and they finished 10th in the country out of all of the programs that participated. Wow. So we're just really excited to see those things happen and to win those awards, and to do that year after year has been just an exciting opportunity. And it's a good opportunity to represent Grand Rapids in our community.
Yeah, and ultimately to be meeting the demand for care that up to this point the crush on all of the existing care providers has just had to have been awful.
It has, and you know, especially during the pandemic, and not only just general psychiatry, we've expanded to specialty services. So we have addiction psychiatrists, forensic psychiatrists, child and adolescent psychiatrists. and geriatric psychiatrists, and be able to serve the need in the community, not only just with general, but all those specialty services, you know, to
Big deal.
Graduate experts. It's just a huge deal for our community.
All right, for more information about the psychiatry residency and fellowships, visit pinerest.org/residency. We'll drop a link at 13onyourside.com. Good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.